Alright, so that's where that is. Now that's already basically hooked up, power plug, everything's done. I just got to put the fuse in and then that'll fire up. But I don't want to put the fuse in until I get the antenna on it, because I don't want it to turn on and accidentally go into a transmit mode accidentally and blow up the radio. So, but that's where that's going to go. Now the dashboard is not back together yet, but that's where that's going to go. So, and she's pretty tight, so I don't have to worry about it. The wobbliness is this right now. So now we got to get the other one in. So that one is going to go, if I can find it, here we go, down here. I just got to drill a hole in the case in here so that it'll fit into there. And that's where that's going to go. And I shouldn't have any problem. So now what I did, here it is. If I take the bracket, now I don't know which one I'm going to use here, to be honest with you, because I got the, stop throwing things around, Buzz. Okay, I got the two brackets here. Again, this one came with it, but that puts it awfully close to get in there. You know, I'm not going to have room to put a nut or anything on it, so I guess I'm going to have to use this one like I did the other one. Yeah, so I'm going to have to drill a hole in this. And, okay, so let's see, if I screw this on here for now, let's just screw it in place. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, so that's screwed in there. So if I put this here, I'm going to have to drill a hole in it. I could put that right there. I'm going to have to tip it a little bit though, because I don't want it even like that. It'll be too far down. And with the LCD displays, if they're not kind of facing you, you kind of lose a little bit, you know. And I don't want to put it into this thing. I mean, that would be the easiest thing to do. Yeah, but I'd rather have it here. So what I'll do is I got to put a little bend in this, so it'll bend it up a little bit. Okay, I feel the bend. I feel the bend. And then I got to put it back a little bit, but yet I got to save room so I can get my paw back there to screw that in. Okay. Okay. So let me take this inside and drill a few holes, put a bend in it, and that's it. Now I got to carry the other phone with me because I finally got somebody on MFJ. I called them. I did the camera on, I'm sorry, I did the call on the 360 camera because I didn't have this one out here with me, or in there with me. But I get first, the woman answers the phone in sales. I tell her, listen, I called you yesterday, you put me on hold when you switched me to tech support, 27 minutes and I get disconnected. Call you back, you said blah 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 blah, again disconnected. Call you back, you said okay, we'll call you as soon as they catch a break. Well, here it is a day and a half or so later. We're talking, you know, I called you yesterday morning at about 10:30 and we're talking 3 o'clock the following day. So hello. Oh, I'm sorry, let me see if I can get somebody. So sorry doesn't help the problem. So meanwhile, that's where I left it with her. So now that I'm done with that part, she says, let me get somebody. So she gets somebody on the phone. About a minute. Can I help you? Yeah. This is what I have. This is what I need. This is what I need from you. I don't understand. Okay, I'll try it again. A long wire antenna. It's an end fed. It goes from point A to point B. Point A to point B is 132 feet long. Somewhere within that 132 feet you have a coil. How far from point A does that coil have to be? I don't understand. Do you know the antenna? Yes. Well, apparently you don't. Put somebody on the phone that knows the antenna. I'll put you on with a supervisor. 3 minutes or so, supervisor gets on the phone. Oh, we have plenty of those antennas here. Let me go grab one. Comes back. We haven't got that antenna here. I got to find one that's close to it. The one I have hasn't got the coil on it. Well, don't you guys have specs on these antennas? You can just look it up. If you supposedly are making them there, which they claim, then I think somebody there should know what is what. I mean, that sounds about right to me, doesn't it? Well, apparently not. So anyway, now I'm waiting for him to call me back because he's hunting down an antenna. Okay. Yaesu 400. Yaesu 891. So this is what we did. This dash just pops off. I didn't unplug everything though, because everything that's in there naturally goes with it. I'm gonna have to get that back plugged in though.
Is the person who owns the...
So I gotta remember to take this out and plug it in. But meanwhile, what I did was on Snap the Dash, I used a couple of long radio brackets that I had and put one inside up here because I don't use that up there anyway. And I put this one right down here so I can reach the top buttons as well. Everything is nice and tight. This has GPS in it, so I wanted it up here. I can tighten this one up a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it until I know exactly where I want to have it. The mic plugs are down here. I'm just waiting for them to kind of get in place. I just put a little spray adhesive on a couple of pieces of Velcro. See if it works. We'll take it from there. Light switch is down there. Now, there's no antennas yet. The 891 HF is here. Wires are all hooked up. Everything's snaked in. Same thing up there. Wires are all hooked up, snaked in, done. Under the seat, under the floor mat, up into the back. So that's where that went, and that's where that one went. Now they're both a little adjustable if I want. I can loosen the screw, adjust them, and tighten it back up again. I did put a Velcro on it as well, so the Velcro may give me a little bit of an argument if I want to move it too much, but therefore it's going to also help hold it. So that's that end. Now let's walk around the other side. I'll show you something. But now what I did back here, because I didn't want to put it under the seat because there's a computer of some sort under there. I got to pull this through so I can tie them all up under there. So I took a computer box that I had, computer case, cut it, fixed it, carpeted the same color as the carpet that's there. The two radios, the main units, and the FC50 antenna tuner for the HF, that's all under there. All I gotta do is hook up that power line and everything will light up. Now, I don't want to do that just yet because I don't have the antennas on it. I don't know if I'm going to go through the roof or not. That's always the best. However, because this van is high, I don't want to start whacking everything, especially in the winter time when the trees are hanging lower. So I'm thinking about possibly just putting them on the hood. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can close this down. I've been out here for I don't know how many hours. I'm beat. There. If I put the 2-meter 440 here with a hood lip mount, it'd be a trunk mount type thing, but it would lip on here. I put the 2-meter 440 here. and I could put the Moto HF antenna over there on the same type of mount. Now the Moto is going to be a little on the big side, but again, this is the next best place. If I put it back here, I'm going to have to get the coil up as high as I can, and I'm just going to interfere with it. So the hood is the best place. So they're probably both going to go on the hood. Like I say, I don't mind drilling a hole in the roof, but because the van is so damn high, it's just going to start banging on everything. It's going to drive me nuts. But in this case, I got to do what's going to be practical and last, and sacrifice a little bit of my signal. So that's what I'm going to do. So, all right. So with that being said, the brains for the 400 and the 891 and the FC50 tuner are all in there. Plenty of room for breathing. There's a vent on the other side, and believe it or not, there's a vent on this side. The speakers, I'm just going to put those up on top with some Velcro and let them there. I got to finish tying that wire in under the seat. I got to hook up those loose wires there to that switch, because those run the lights and the siren. So I'll get those over there, and that's kind of like where I'm at for now. The mic cords, I'm going to see how they work there. They put so much crap on the vinyl that nothing wanted to stick, so I went inside and I got some alcohol and cleaned the crap out of it. Hopefully it'll stick. I have an inverter here under the seat. I've got a fuse box that's off the battery directly with a 80 amp breaker on it, and that's where I'm at with that. And somewhere around here, I don't know where the hell I put it now. Yeah, somewhere around here I got a battery. Where is that battery? Where did I put that battery? It's a big old battery. Oh, it's in the back of the van. It's in the van. Alright. So it's a secondary battery in a metal case, and that's going to go up underneath here, not so much the back. So that's where we're at, guys. I installed the FT 400 and the FT 891 with the FC50 tuner, all in that computer case that I had. I cut it down to fit, put it in there, put the carpet on it, put exhaust in it. There's a fuse box back there which is tied in over here to a main fuse, and this here is tied into the battery with a 80 amp breaker. So I have plenty of power, direct power, without going through the vehicle system. Here's an inverter. It's only 150 watt. I do have a 600, but I don't need it. The 150 will be more than enough to run the laptop. Now what I also did with the head units of the two radios, I added the 400 right there into the dash. There's a pocket there that I don't use. I never use them because everything falls out of them. So I put the radio in front of the pocket. The 400 I put up high because it's got the GPS. The 891 I put down there, and again using a bracket, and that's down there out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it. So that's where the radios ended up. Took a little while to get all the wires snaked. Luckily the dash on snaps, so it wasn't too big of a deal. So it made it kind of easy. The hardest part was getting the wires underneath the vinyl floor there. But other than that, that was it. The antennas, like I said earlier, are going to go on the hood, and when I do that, I'll show you what I'm doing. I was going to go on the roof, but if I go on the roof, they're going to be too high on this van. This van sits too high as it is, and I know even if I put a quarter wave 2-meter 440 up there, that it's going to do nothing but bang on everything. When I had it on the Astro van, it was fine. I even had the Moto, the Alpha Moto antenna on the roof for the HF, and that stood up about 6 foot, and that was just about okay. But this van is higher, so I can't do that to this van. All right, guys, so that's where I'm at, and I'll catch you later.